Let me ask you about some of the Randy stuff. One of the things that you said in another interview is that you
I
went
never
with.
said that. I never said that. No.
This is about the guitar, about this guitar right here, the Randy,
Yeah.
the original Concord.
Yeah.
I hung out with Grover Jackson for one night in his shop, 10 years ago.
Did you
So
wear protection? Did you wear protection?
I probably no. He told me every story there was though.
Yeah.
And then what?
I know the one he didn't tell you.
Which
And
one was that?
that's the one where I drove Randy to Charvel out in San Dimas
He
with
did.
that.
He did say it was around Christmas time.
Yeah. Well, Randy and I drove. I had just gotten the gig with his band. I mean, with the Quiet Riot before we changed the name to Dubrow. And Randy knew that I had an endorsement deal and I was really good friends with Grover. And he asked me, "Do you think that he would?" I go, "Dude, all I got to do is call him. He'll do that, no problem." So I called Grover. He says, "Yeah, come on out, bring him." So went out there. I had my little '67 MGB GT. We jumped in there. He had a roll of paper, brown paper, that was rolled up with a couple of rubber bands around it, and he had traced a flying V. And we get out there and we put it. What do you call it? Grover cleared his desk off, and he got some. There were cans that were like pencil holders and like paperweights and stuff. So it wouldn't roll back up. He went on the four corners of it and made it stay straight. And we're looking at it, and I go, "Randy, it's just a flying V."
Right.
He had traced a flying V, and Grover goes, "Well, yeah, why would we do that?" And so Grover, being smart, he reached behind his desk. He had a yardstick, and from the neck, where the neck meets the body, he started, going like this, and penciling in real light different lines. Well, what do you think of that? Well, what about this back angle? Let's not make it even. Don't make it like a V. Make it, like it's off center or something. Like you took a box and shoved it up into it, and you could adjust how that angle coming off of that was. Right. So we sat there for 5 or 10 minutes, and
so this guitar is the actual. This is the original shape of the original version.
That's right.
It's the bigger.
Yeah.
The other one's a lot more sharky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the original. And so then we came up with that, and Randy, kind of signed off on, okay, well, let's try that. And that was the first neck through that they made.
Yeah.
And, because all the other ones were bolt-on necks, but he wanted to do some glue-in necks, set necks, as they call them. And so, a couple of weeks later, I bring Randy back after he's got a mock-up of it, and Randy liked it, and they went ahead with it. And then after that, they were on their own. But I took them out there for those first two meetings with Grover.
So that was